straight out to the Lion's Den and my very special exclusive guest, Chris Wilkinson. And you were a friend of Ross Harris, the defendant in this case. And I understand that you knew him back in Alabama. The couple moved to Georgia a couple of years ago, but you knew him before that, and he fixed your computer or something to that effect. Tell us a little bit about the impression you got of this man, Chris.
You know, the whole description of him a second ago as morally bankrupt and a character out of Animal House just does not gel with the guy I knew. You know, he was a very responsible, decent, appeared by all indications to love his child. You know, we hold three things sacred here in the South: football, religion, and family, and this guy was the paragon of that. So for all this to come out, it's rather shocking.
You actually played with little Cooper. Tell us about the interaction between this man and his son, his only child.
He was proud. I had run into him at a football game. You know, it was nothing planned. And I just happened to run into him at a university football game. And he was like, well, meet Cooper. And, you know, I, at that point, had heard him in the background on the phone. And so I was like, you know, sure. You know, everybody loves babies. And he was very prideful. And, you know, this was his joy. This was his pride, his progeny. He was very proud to be Cooper's daddy. And I just, you know, the picture of what's being painted by all this evidence just does not match what we know.
Well, when you hear that he has been sexting, and I hate to be too blunt, but he was sexting photos allegedly of his erect private parts. I have to say it, this is what was mentioned in open court. And he was doing this allegedly with several women, getting photos of breasts, back. How do you dovetail that with the person that you knew?
I don't. I mean, this is someone I don't know. This is someone morally bankrupt. This is somebody that, you know, I'm sure more people and probably more people do it than we know, and probably there's folks we know that do it. But it's a private thing, and of course it's not publicized on national television because they're not accused of a crime. But this is just unbelievable.
I know what you're talking about, because pornography and this kind of behavior is rampant in our culture. But this man is accused of doing this while authorities believe he intentionally allowed his son to die in a hot car, which would be, to me, almost the definition of evil. Did he ever mention his wife? Because she admitted to police they were having marital problems, intimacy problems. Did he ever talk about his wife?
I mean, in passing, you know, like I remember one occasion we were on the phone and he was helping me with something for the website. And, you know, he was, I guess the baby was fussing, and he was like, you know, Leanna, can you get Cooper real quick? Or do I need to get Cooper? I can't even remember the context in what he said, but, you know, everybody has marital problems, so that part of it doesn't just, you know, surprise me, but it does surprise me that apparently she was aware and no one else was, and that it was okay, but, you know, each to his own as far as that goes.